Story of Joseph and his coat of many colors. Once upon a time, in the land of Canaan, there lived a young man named Joseph. He was the beloved son of Jacob, a wealthy shepherd, and he had 11 brothers. Joseph was special to his father, and to show his love, Jacob gave him a beautiful coat of many colors. Joseph's brothers were jealous of him because of the special coat and the favoritism he received from their father. They grew resentful and envious, which led to feelings of bitterness and anger. One day, Joseph had a dream that he shared with his brothers. In his dream, they were all binding sheaves of grain in the field when suddenly Joseph's sheaf stood upright, while his brothers' sheaves bowed down to it. This dream made his brothers even more envious and angry. To make matters worse, Joseph had another dream where the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed down to him. When he shared this dream with his family, even his father Jacob became concerned about the implications. Out of jealousy and spite, Joseph's brothers plotted against him. One day, when Joseph went to check on his brothers while they were tending the sheep, they seized him, stripped off his special coat, and threw him into a pit. Rather than killing him, they decided to sell Joseph to a group of passing merchants who were headed to Egypt. They dipped his coat in animal blood and brought it back to their father, pretending that Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold as a slave to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard. Despite his circumstances, Joseph remained faithful to God and worked hard, eventually earning Potiphar's trust and becoming the overseer of his household. However, Joseph's integrity was tested when Potiphar's wife falsely accused him of wrongdoing. Despite his innocence, Joseph was thrown into prison. Yet even in prison, Joseph continued to trust in God and interpret dreams. One day, Pharaoh had troubling dreams that no one could interpret. Word reached Pharaoh about Joseph's gift of dream interpretation, and Joseph was summoned from prison. With God's help, Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dreams as a warning of an upcoming famine in Egypt. Impressed by Joseph's wisdom, Pharaoh appointed him as the second in command, giving him authority over all of Egypt. Joseph oversaw the preparations for the famine, storing grain during the years of plenty to ensure that the people had enough to eat during the years of scarcity. Years later, during the famine, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking food. They did not recognize Joseph, but he recognized them. Joseph forgave his brothers for what they had done to him, realizing that God had used his suffering to bring about good. Joseph revealed his identity to his brothers and invited them to live in Egypt, where they would be safe from the famine. He embraced them with love and reunited with his father Jacob, who was overjoyed to see his son alive and well. And so Joseph's story teaches us about the power of forgiveness, the importance of remaining faithful in difficult times, and the reassurance that God's plans are always greater than our own. Thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do to support us. See you in the next video.